Says it over here. Yeah.
All right. Hey, everybody. This is Lola Laracy, sometimes called Lola Strickland, depending on who you are and why you are and what the day is. I am here with some of my friends, and we are going to talk about some sci-fi stuff. Before we get started, I'd like for everybody to introduce themselves. Jayville Punk, would you like to start?
Hi, I'm Jayville Punk. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm sitting here with my daughter Lily, who keeps on intruding.
Hi, Lily.
Lily.
She wants to say hi to everybody. Fascinated by this.
Hey,
and I'm trying to switch to an older desktop computer for my phone that we're on right now, because we haven't used this computer in forever, and I just found out my wife's logged onto it.
Oh,
oh my goodness.
I don't know, what do you want me to introduce myself as? Just Jayville, Jacksonville, or do you want me to include anything else?
whatever. Let's see. Do you do anything, like, do you do any blogs or anything extracurricular?
I used to be a vlogger on YouTube. There is Jayville Punk video blogs out there. They stopped when I took my government job.
Oh.
I worked for one of the 3-letter government companies that I can't say because it's safety reasons.
Okay.
But, I have fun doing my job. I love my job. And my daughter wishes I did my vlogs some more because she wants to start vlogging again.
Uh-huh.
Lily is so cute. That's right. Get in front of your dad.
How many kids do you have, Jayville?
We have 3. She has twin brothers, and their birthday is on the 20th, so they keep on walking around reminding us that.
Well, I don't think you'll forget.
No.
Yeah, no.
You could be mean and pretend to forget.
Yeah, they think we're going to forget. I got to log out. I'm getting my wife's messages now.
Well, that's interesting. All right, and Sherman just joined us. Sherman was on our show last night. He's super cool. We don't see a video from you, Sherman. So, you know, if you can.
There you go.
There you go. How you doing since last night, Sherman?
Well, waking up from a nap.
I wish I'd done that. I chose to take a bath instead of a nap. You know, I was feeling funky, so I was like, I'm gonna take a bath. But I could have used a nap too.
Don't do both at the same time.
I've done it both at the same time, but you know, they say you can drown in just a few inches of water, so I try not to. I'm like, I don't want that to be my end.
That's actually a fact. Be careful. I had a cousin who drowned in 8 inches of water.
And I don't want to do that. Yeah. There's so many ways I could leave this earth, and that's not one of the ways I want to do it.
No,
I'm thinking more, I actually want to just like go to sleep and not wake up, you know, when I'm 75 or 80 or something. That's my plan.
I want to die like my dad did. Sleep,
How did he die?
Not screaming like the guys in the car with him.
You have got a morbid sense of humor. Oh my goodness. That is morbid. Oh my goodness, I've never heard of that. Okay. Oh my goodness. So we know what kind of theme and mood we're gonna have for this show. Nothing's off the table. All right, so Sherman, I don't remember if we got a chance to really introduce ourselves much last night because we had more people last night. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do, what your extracurricular activities are?
Oh, okay, my name is Sherman Burris. I am from South Carolina. I'm not a professional at anything. I'm just a generalist, a dilettante, a dabbler. So I've been a lifelong fan of science and science fiction, and as of 2015, I've been a regular attender of different science fiction conventions. The one that's local to me is Con Carolinas. I've been on those since 2016, a panelist on those. I've garnered a reputation for having a raucous laugh and being a bit cantankerous, so there you go.
Just a bit. That's no fun. Go home. We're gonna do it right. We want to be way cantankerous.
Yeah, but you have to be on Well, sometimes I have to be on multiple panels with multiple people, and I don't want to get them ticked off before the weekend is over. So
That's true. You wait until Monday morning and then piss everybody off and hope they don't remember the next time. Well, and don't worry about if you're a professional or not. I'm not a professional. I didn't go to school for any of the stuff I do. I just kind of learned as I go, and I screw up sometimes, but then I learned. So don't worry about if you're not. Being professional doesn't mean you're paid for stuff. It doesn't mean that you're, recognized like at award ceremonies or something. It means you're good at what you do. Or even just that you enjoy it, really. Just that you enjoy it. And that's what matters. Okay, so Mona, why don't you tell us a little bit about you? And is that your husband?
Yeah, we got Bruce also. We're over here in Gainesville.
Oh, Florida.
Yeah, we're so close, right?
We're going to have to meet up sometime.
I know. I was thinking about that. Let's do that.
I would like that. Even if the COVID nightmare isn't over, we could just like sit in a yard or something or sit outside.
That sounds great.
We have a tiki bar. We could sit at that.
Yeah.
Either side of the bar. Look at each other.
That sounds very fun.
We'll work this out.
Huh?
We'll work this out.
Yeah, and we've got the beach here, so that's always fun.
I know. Yeah.
I went to the beach a few months ago. I just had to get out of the house. I just had to.
It'll drive me crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I just kind of stood there. I was like, I'm at the beach. I'm at the beach. What do I do now? Because normally I would go in restaurants and stuff, and it's like, can't go in restaurants. This was back when everything was shut down. I was like,
that's the worst.
Mm-hmm. Going to Keystone Heights or those small towns is safer because there's no COVID there. They've cleaned it all up where it never came there. So we were able to get to a nice restaurant in Keystone Heights and have a nice dinner on our anniversary.
Nice.
I was there yesterday.
It was your anniversary?
No, it was at Keystone Heights. I had to go to the hardware store up there.
Okay. Cool. I've never been there. Where is Keystone Heights?
Middle of nowhere.
You go down Blanding, you go out towards Camp Blanding, past Middleburg, and you'll hit Keystone Heights if you keep driving.
Wow. So
pretty much the intersection of 121, something like that.
That is nowhere.
Yep.
Is that like one of those speed traps, like Stark or something?
No, they don't even have a cop.
Yeah. There's a nice Irish bar there, McAfee's, or what was it called? That's where we had we had a steak dinner there and sandwiches and everything and fantastic fun.
Nice.
And we stayed at night at Gold Head State Park right there for the weekend.
Yeah.
And had a real fun time driving around in the bushes and around the lake.
Yeah.
Good.
But
I'm back. Sorry about that, everybody.
Good hardware store.
Yeah, I apologize. I had a phone call, and it's getting really, really, really dark, and I'm hearing thunder outside.
We've been talking about, a lot of us are in Florida. Mona's in Florida. Jayville, of course, is in Florida, and I'm pretty sure we'll get the storm right after you do, probably.
And I'm here in Montgomery.
Yeah, so you're just a hot
storm in Florida? That's unheard of.
Pretty much every day, but they've been really bad lately, like thunder and lightning.
Yeah, forget the sunshine state. We'll call it the thunderstorm state.
It is.
But then again, Lightning Alley is right in the middle of Florida anyway, so.
Yeah, it gets really bad here. Oh my goodness. And it's that lightning where you see it come through the window and all of a sudden you're like, poltergeist. It feels like you're in poltergeist, like the tree is going to reach in and you're like, you're just waiting for the little clown.
Funny lightning story is when Kyle, our son, was about 3 years old, we were in Kentucky in a little schoolhouse, or like a schoolhouse looking house, and lightning hit the outside of the building, and I don't know why I happened to be there at the time. All his little toys turned on. All the little.
That is
wow.
That's
freaky. That is freaky.
Scared me.
That is freaky.
Yeah.
Static charge, and that lightning turned everything on.
Yeah.
I got two crazy lightning stories to tell you. The first one, I was coming home from work. Okay. Now where I was working, it was sunny. But when I had to go home, I hit the stormy end, okay? Now, I go down this one street. It's Ann Street. It's on the way to my house. And I remember there was an ambulance driving in front of me with the lights on and all. Lightning hits this power pole. It's about, I would say, no more than maybe 30, I would say maybe no more than 30, 40, not 30, 40 feet. I'd say, no, probably like maybe about 100, 200 feet in front of me, and the ambulance was right under it.
Oh my goodness.
And it's like it blew out the sirens, the lights, everything.
Oh man.
But it's still the safest place to be, Lily, inside a vehicle.
That's true. And then the second time was not too long ago. I think it was a couple years ago. I was just getting out of work, it looked like it was about to rain and everything, and there was this huge monster bolt of lightning, probably less than a quarter of a mile away. I mean, it was so loud.
Yeah.
And the plant manager, Julie, at the time, she said she honestly thought lightning had struck the building.
Oh.
But it was that close, and I mean, it scared the bejesus out of me.
Oh, yeah. Oh. That's scary.
Would
Yeah.
terrify me.
Don't come out to Cecil Field. I watch those hangars get struck all the time by lightning.
Oh my goodness, that's horrible.
Oh, here we go. Sorry.
That's okay.
Oh gosh.
I wonder, when Cecil Field was really active, I wonder if the planes would get struck.
Oh yeah, but they don't fly. They get warnings ahead of time, so they wouldn't fly during the storm.
Okay, that's scary.
We pull our planes in, or we just make them sit and wait till the storms pass. So.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Okay, so I looked. We are live, and so basically, yeah.
Yeah, sorry about my weather radio, folks. I warned everybody. I have a weather radio right here, so.
That's okay. I want you to be safe. I don't want it to be a Dorothy and Oz situation where we see Annie M. coming by.
Well, the good news is I don't think that's going to happen.
Okay. You never know. I get
now. Here's what I found out. The storm says it's over Eastdale Mall, which is about maybe 3.5 miles from here, from my house.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they're having like a really bad thunderstorm over there. So.
Okay. Oh, Jayville Punk came back in. Okay. Yeah, you never know. I mean, here you hear about tornado watches and warnings, and you hear about a tornado. Well,
let me put it this way. I think around here. Most people didn't take tornadoes that seriously.
Mm-hmm.
After April 27th, 2011, that all changed.
That was that big tornado, right?
Yeah, it was like the biggest tornado outbreak ever.
I remember Oklahoma. It's like there was a whole town devastated, right?
Yeah. More Oklahoma's been hit like 4 times with at least F4 to EF4, EF5 tornadoes in about 14 years.
Wow.
Oh, wow. That's horrible.
So it's like more Oklahoma is probably the one place I don't ever want to live.
I wouldn't want to live
Oh, the camera's right there.
Unfortunately, here in Florida, tornadoes only hit trailer parks for some reason.
Well, there was that one last year that hit that trailer park in Beauregard, Alabama, the one that killed about 23 people.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And here's what's crazy. I was on a cruise when it happened.
There we go. It's right over my house now, for us.
Oh, no. Oh, my goodness.
Yep, there it is. Severe thunderstorm warning, blah, blah, blah. And Mom's running happy because it's interrupted her news.
Yeah, that's not good. Well,
Yeah,
let
me ask you this question out of real curiosity. If you're watching your favorite TV show, your favorite sporting event, and it gets interrupted by severe weather, do you get upset?
A little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Part of me thinks I have news, I have weather radio if I need to know, and we get, the alerts on our phones. I'm like, if something's going to happen, I'll know. But at the same time, I'm like, it's good that they're doing a service for us. They could say, we don't care about it.
Yeah, because I don't know, you've probably heard over the years where people cuss out the meteorologist for interrupting.
Yeah, those people are stupid.
Yeah.
Or call 911.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I have always said this, and I'm going to keep saying it forever. I don't care if it's the Alabama-Auburn game. If they have to interrupt the game for the severe weather coverage, I'll either go online with it or get the highlights later. Because it's like, look, people's lives are in danger right now. That's more important. That's fine. I have no problem with it. I've never had a problem with it.
No.
But people, like, they just get upset because, like, how dare you interrupt The Bachelorette, or how dare you interrupt Once Upon a Time, or how dare you interrupt the end of the World Cup? It's like, seriously, people?
I'm lucky. I don't care about sports, so.
That's good.
And, you know, we live in a time when you can usually go onto the website and watch the show.
Yep.
Late at night.
Yeah.
Or put it back. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we play back late at night, or because probably wait for the next day. It's like me, it's never been a big deal. It never has been.
No.
Because, you know, I live in an area, we're prone to everything. We've got the hurricane, we'll have the incoming hurricanes. You know, they can go inland and still cause a lot of trouble. Let me see, we got, of course, the tornadoes, flooding. We have almost everything. Now, speaking of which, did anybody feel that earthquake?
I didn't
from
feel
North
it.
Carolina.
I
did not.
What about you, Sherman? You're closer, probably. No.
No, I know some people that live in Sparta, but I was asleep when it happened. A friend of mine told me about it. He said it felt like there was a large dog behind his couch wagging its head.
Oh.
My mother said she heard it, but I didn't. I just slept right through it.
Okay.
I had friends up there that experienced it, and I just said, okay, bro, you guys have to sacrifice somebody to stop the earthquakes then. It's 2020, people.
There were apparently some.
Yeah, it's the new 4-letter word, 2020.
Well, a 4-letter word with numbers.
Yeah.
You didn't count on that one.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, get over there.
And you think hindsight is 2020? Well,
The whole thing is we didn't let Barbara Walters bring in 2020. I think that's what happened. We really made something.
Yeah, that's right.
Is she still alive?
Yeah, she's still alive. Hugh Downs was the one who just died recently.
Okay. I was gonna say we should have had her like usher in the year, but I'm like, is she dead? Is she like? Okay.
The boys want to say hi.
Walters, yeah. Oh, hi.
Come on, boys.
Yeah, but Barbara Walters is still alive. Hugh Downs was the one who died recently. He was 99.
You know,
That's pretty awesome.
Maybe this is like too nonchalant of me, but if someone gets to 90 and they die, I'm like,
okay. I'm sorry.
Sounds
See,
about right.
I thought Hugh Downs died years ago. He made it to 99.
And see, I get him mixed up with like actors. There are like all these actors named Hugh. I know Hugh Laurie's still alive. He's not.
Yeah.
Wasn't Hugh Downs Leave It to Beaver's dad?
That's probably what I thought. I don't know.
No. That
They
was
They were Leaving It Beaver with the Cleavers, weren't they?
Cleavers.
Wasn't that Hugh Beaumont?
Hugh Beaumont, that's it.
Beaumont, that's who it was.
Right.
Okay.
There's so many Hughes. I get so
We're on a Zoom chat. We're zoomed in. We're zooming.
Yeah. And we've got someone else.
They're real. She's not real. She passed away years ago. She's from the other realm right now. She's just chatting with her. Those are real.
You're gonna confuse poor Lily. You're gonna confuse your kids.
I'm not confusing them. They watch Disney where they have zombies that sing and dance.
Well, no, that's real. That happens. That happens all the time.
They just watch the Twilight movies.
Wow.
They didn't. Wow. You know, they all watch. Well, Lily watched the Twilight movies.
I only did because
what do you think? Show. Oh, now who is this? This isn't Lily, is it? I can't.
Oh, this is Gage.
That's Gage. Okay. Gage, did you watch Twilight too?
Okay, Gage. That's not nice. This is Gage. Gage is my little princess.
Aww. Gage is adorable.
And his brother Griffin's over there, who's a little shy. Okay, put the phone down.
So Gage is the outgoing one?
Yes.
Okay. So did they watch Twilight too?
No, they started to, and they didn't really like it. They wanted to go watch ninjas on Netflix.
Well, I'll tell you what. Tell me about ninjas. What did you think about ninjas? I didn't watch it.
I haven't watched it.
Do you like ninjas?
No, the other ninja. Is it Ninja Turtles?
Oh, the Mutant Ninja Turtles?
I like Ninja Turtles. Oh, yeah, that's not Ninja Turtles. Yeah.
Oh, Ninjago.
Ninjago. There we go.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, the Lego series.
It's Lego.
The new,
okay.
They watched the new Transformer movie. I think there's 6 episodes of it on Netflix.
I need to check that out. I've
Yeah.
heard a lot of good things about it.
Okay. Has
He's got
anyone
the
else
flashlight.
watched it?
Yes.
I've watched part of it.
Okay.
All right. We have someone else who joined us. Ladybug Lizzie, can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that
Yes.
what you want to be called, Ladybug Lizzie, or is there a different name you want to go by?
You can just keep Ladybug Lizzie. My legal name is Erin, so you can call me Ladybug if you want.
That's fine. I like Ladybug.
Here.
Ladybug's a cute name. All right. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? I know you from Twitter. What do you like? What kind of movies, TV shows, stuff like that? Do you do anything like any podcasts or blogs or anything?
I mostly have a YouTube channel where I review different shows like Walking Dead and Big Brother, but the type of shows that I like a lot of thrillers, dramas, scary shows, and the supernatural shows. So any of those, I watch all of that stuff. So
You know what I started watching today? I've watched it before, but I've kind of forgot about it, but it's on Pluto, so it's free. It's called Ghost Brothers. And
Brothers?
have y'all heard of it?
Boys,
It
No.
sounds
stop. I'm
familiar.
on a live call here.
It's a ghost show. It's one of those ghost hunting shows,
Get
but
someone to take care of it.
they're black guys, which you generally don't see black guys going into scary places and not, doing scary things. So it's funny to
okay.
watch them, and they've got great personalities. They just have really good rapport. So I started watching that on Pluto today. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. You know what? I
sounds
never
fun.
really
I
had
think
to
I've heard of that.
myself because I got interrupted.
What? I'll say that again.
I never really got the chance to introduce myself because I got
Well,
interrupted.
Yeah, and we're gonna go around because Mona, did you introduce yourself? I don't remember. You did? Okay. All right, so Oddball, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Okay, my real name is Shirley. I happen to
Okay.
be the COO and the Director of Radio Operations for Beyond the Airwaves, the Infinity Project, which is on Twitch. But we're not on this week because 2 of our hosts were affected by Monday's Derate show.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, wow.
yeah. But what I also like to do is I have one review video, but it's not for a movie, not for a game. It's actually for Kettle Brand Bourbon Barbecue potato chips.
Cool.
I mean, it's
You're
a
amazing.
real, it is a real raw reaction because I've never done anything. It's like, well, how can I do it without messing up copyright? Or, oh, I got it. I'll just review potato chips.
Nothing wrong with it. Now, you missed an opportunity because I mentioned last night that Allison Hannigan did a Twitter ad for Kit Kat, so you missed an opportunity. You could have
Ooh.
called them and said, hey, you want to sponsor me? They might have done it. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, funny
I
thing
did
about
put
Have you ever
hashtags
seen
on
Too
it, so
Many
maybe that might
Cooks?
work.
What? Someone said something?
the funny thing about that
I
is
said, have you
noticed,
seen Too Many Cooks?
She's on a phone.
I noticed today that I'm getting ads for Kit Kat in my YouTube feed now.
They must be doing some kind of push.
Oh,
They're
crud.
probably doing some kind of push because I think it's Nestle and they're all over the place. Yeah. So, and Jayville, you were saying something too, right? You said something about too many cooks.
No, that was me.
That was
Have
who?
you seen? Has anybody seen? That was me. That was me, Sherman. Has
Okay.
anyone seen Too Many Cooks on Adult Swim?
No.
No.
No, not yet.
No,
Good.
no.
Well,
You just want to
I
go.
got into a bad habit of singing Too Many Cooks to the theme of Kit Kat. Too many cooks, too many cooks, too many cooks. It's a weird, trippy stream of consciousness video on Adult Swim, and it lasts for like it's over a minute long. I don't remember how long it is, but it's a running set of gags and side gags and stuff like that on Adult Swim.
Okay.
Anybody watch Rick and Morty on Adult Swim?
Yeah.
No, I know people.
No,
who do, but
I
never
can't
have.
get into it. I cannot get into that
Oh,
one. I tried.
genius.
I'll
It's
get
so
up to
genius.
this season.
It's hilarious male comedy.
Yeah, they were saying that Lower Decks, the new Star Trek series, is sort of like Star Trek meets Rick and Morty.
Oh,
One of the
I
writers
have to
from Rick
watch
and Morty.
that.
I feel like that's
I
a
gotta check that
travesty.
out.
What is
We've
Lower
gone to a
Decks?
couple Comic Cons where my son and I have dressed up like alternate reality Ricks with the wigs.
Oh, okay,
Go grab my pickle real quick.
that sounds cool. So is Lower Decks? Is
Yeah,
that-
Lower Decks is the new animated.
Is,
It's
okay,
a
it's
new animated Star Trek.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is
from CBS All Access.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's already on there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to check
Yeah, it
that
started last week.
And then they're working on a new
maybe
one for Nickelodeon called Star Trek Prodigy.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick. Mona's got the shirt.
We were at a sci-fi convention that was being held at Regency Mall, and there was a guy there dressed as Pickle Rick, and I yelled, "Pickle Rick, this is great!" And my wife and kids saw me yell at Pickle Rick, go up and want my picture taken with him and everything. So as soon as they saw this was on sale at Target on the clearance aisle, they got him for me.
you had to.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
Is
all
that a
he
solar
does.
activated motion toy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that the one from Veggie Tales?
It becomes annoying. We had to turn him off. The cat set him off all night long.
Our son bought Mona a Pickle Rick poster for her birthday last year. It's hanging on her living room wall.
It is.
What have you done? I turned myself into a pickle.
You got yourself into a pickle.
That's the whole point. He did. He got himself into a
He
pickle.
got himself into
that
a
day.
pickle. Well, hopefully he got himself out.
He didn't want to go to family therapy, so he turned himself into a pickle, getting himself into a pickle that day.
And then he got himself into a Kit Kat bar.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Give him a break.
Give him a break. Okay, he's got a pickle, he's got a Kit Kat bar. Okay,
The
so
Simpsons had a Rick and Morty opening too.
they did?
Oh, I haven't seen that one
Yes.
yet. I got to Google that.
I think it's from like
No,
season
really.
27 or so. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Simpsons has been on longer than some people I know have been alive. It's
I
been
can
on
remember.
for 31 years.
I can remember it
Yeah.
started out on Tracy
Tracy
Ullman
Ullman.
show as a little short.
I remember.
Yeah.
I was graduating high
87,
school when they
yeah.
first came on, and they've
we
been
must
around
be
ever
about
since.
The same age. Yeah, we must be about the same age. Because I remember I would watch Tracy Ullman with the little shorts. And then when The Simpsons came out, I watched it for a good 10 years. And I remember thinking, I'm like, how long are they going to have this show go on? And I was like, I'm kind of tired of it. So I stopped watching it. 20 years later, it's still on. And I'm like,
What my favorite episode is the one where Bart and Lisa and all of them leave one of the episodes. Bart jumps into his car and he's like, "Yeah, I'm 26." They're acting like they're behind the scenes. What's actually happening with them?
And that would be hilarious. Like the actors, like they're the
He
actors.
put diving gloves on. And he's like, "I got that disease that Spencer had in the one TV show, and yeah, they keep me small all the time now. I think it's the medicine they make me take." And he pops the pill in his mouth.
That's hilarious and weird at the same time. That kind of reminds me of Family Guy and Stewie.
Yeah.
You know, the little baby who talks like an adult.
Yes.
Yeah.
Talking babies scare me.
They're kind of creepy. There is this
Oh.
show, huh?
That's who's talking.
Hey,
It keeps bouncing around and gives you the picture of who's talking.
now you watched Twilight, right? Did you watch?
Yeah.
Yes.
How did you like Twilight?
I think it was good. I loved it.
Okay.
She's about to read the book, The Secret Garden, before she watches the movie, The Secret Garden now.
There's going to be a remake.
cool.
Did you know
They
that?
did. It's out on pay-per-view now.
It's already out?
And we bought it for the family. We were going to do it as a family night movie. And my wife's like, no, let's get the book first. Have them sit down, read the book because they can read it in a couple days.
Yeah.
And then we'll watch the movie.
Nice.
I loved that book when I was a kid.
Yes, you did. Your mom talked to you about that the other day. That's why we didn't watch it. We all had the conversation at the dinner table. Should we watch this or are we going to read the book? No, we decided not to watch it.
Have explosions or fire in it?
No, it's The Secret Garden. Haven't you seen The Secret Garden or read it?
It's been so long since I've seen it. Was it about the...
A little girl loses her parents, so she has to go stay with her uncle. Her uncle's lost his wife, but his son is very sick, and he's very rich. He lives on the moors in this very big house that has a very big garden in the backyard that nobody's allowed to enter. And she's not allowed to go through the house, but she finds her cousin, and she finds the secret garden, and everything goes from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember, I read that a long time ago. It's been so long, I don't remember.
Yeah, I read it in the 70s and early 80s. So, and I've seen the remake of it that they did on TV. So.
I know. I remember seeing a movie or something a long time ago based on it.
Yeah.
Seems like every
For some reason,
adult, huh?
I said for some reason that reminds me of The Bridge to Terabithia.
I remember that.
Kind of similar to that. They
I've
like
never
that
seen
movie.
that
They've seen that one. They've seen that movie. They haven't read that
A
book
teacher
yet.
read that to us in elementary school.
My brain has been so blank lately. I don't remember much of anything. I'm like, I remember I read that. I don't remember what it was about. So, all right, Lily. I was going to talk about some Steven Spielberg movies. Have you ever seen any Steven Spielberg movies?
Yeah.
She's seen some Jurassic Park, Lost World. You've seen E.T., but you didn't really watch the whole thing of E.T., I don't think.
Excellent. It's one of the best
Close
movies.
Encounters. You watched
yeah.
with me.
E.T.'s like one of the best. And E.T. is the one that boosted the sales for Reese's Pieces because M&M's turned it down.
And M&M's,
Yep.
you know, they've
M&M's lost out on that one big time.
That was their fault.
Just everything. You don't want to see how that was Griffin.
I remember I was 10 when E.T. came out, and that was a big deal. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw E.T. at a drive-in movie in Olympia, Washington.
Okay.
And then we flew to St. Louis for that summer because my parents always dumped us in my grandma's house in St. Louis for the summer. So we went and saw it in St. Louis again. And then we came back, and my parents hadn't seen it yet, so we had to go take them to see E.T., and it became my dad's favorite movie.
It was an awesome movie. I remember.
What year was that released?
81,
Do you remember?
I think it was 81.
Oh my God. Yeah, I wasn't born yet. It was 2 years before me. Yeah.
I was a little girl. I was a little girl. And
It was 82, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because we moved here in 83, so it was the summer before we moved here.
Okay.
Cool.
And Drew Barrymore was like 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Henry Thomas, he does a lot of stuff now.
Yeah, he's in Stargirl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he plays the
Chuck.
Yeah. I knew there was someone I was aware of who played the gadget for. I just can't remember who. Okay. And he was also in the house on the haunted hill on Netflix. He was really good in that. It's so funny. Every time I see him though, I'm like, he looks like a big version of that little boy from E.T.
Yeah.
He has gotten himself into some trouble lately though, so.
What did he do?
I can't remember. I can't remember exactly what he did, but I know he's gotten into some legal trouble lately.
Yeah.
Henry Thomas.
Let's see.
Yeah.
That happens. Actors always do that.
I know. I wish they would just, everybody.
He was arrested for DUI on last year.
Well, as far as getting into trouble go, that's pretty, we hear that all the time. I'm happy to hear he didn't like violently hurt anybody, because then I'd have to be like, okay, let's not talk about that anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I remember I loved E.T. And I love the, ET phone home and all that.
Mm-hmm.
We had an ET telephone. We had a Kermit the Frog telephone and an ET telephone.
I remember those.
Wow.
I didn't have one, but I remember them.
Yeah, you pick up the phone
ETs
from
are in
his
the Phantom
hand.
Menace as well.
Mm-hmm. What? What, Sherman?
I said the ETs are in the Phantom Menace as well.
They are?
ET is in the
Really?
Phantom Menace, Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. Yes, in the Senate scene in the first movie. Yeah. You have to look closely. You have to have a pretty good definition television to see it, but they're in Star Wars: The Phantom Menace.
Well, that kind of makes sense.
That's a galaxy far, far away a long time ago.
Yeah. Well,
True.
Yeah.
We don't know where ET came from, right? He could have come from there.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, maybe he traveled in time too. I don't know. But it kind of makes sense also because I think
Some people are calling in from phone numbers. See, it's a phone number.
Oh.
So you can call in if you can't get on this way. You just do it from your.
Is Lily gonna call in? She's gonna call in.
No.
Telefono.
Does she have a cell phone?
No, she does not.
Oh, yeah. No.
Not
She's
yet.
too young. She's too young for a cell phone.
I am not.
She'll get one. She'll get one.
Oh, let me, my mom do that.
No, she won't.
Oh, playing mom against dad. I see how that goes.
Yeah.
Hey, keep secret.
She has to be at least 13, but we're thinking maybe 15.
Yeah. Oh, Sai's gone. Bye, Sai. Okay. Yeah, I mean, when I was that age, there were no cell phones, not commercially available anyway. So I don't know what.
No.
I imagine
Parents couldn't find us.
Huh?
It was great. Parents couldn't find us, but we really didn't do too bad of stuff. I mean,
no.
I mean, the police never brought me home. I'm sure other people got brought home, but
I did. Okay, I ran away to home. I may be the only person in the world who's run away to home.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. When I was in first grade, my mother was talking to my teacher outside of the school, and I got bored because it was like been a long time, and I was bored. So I started walking home. And then a friend of mine and her mother stopped and gave me a ride, and so they dropped me off at my house, and I sat in front of the front door waiting for my mother to come home. She came home and she was livid, and there were police, and everybody was really upset. People had been looking for me, and I was like, I was home. I was 5 years old. I'm like, I came home. Where did you think I was gonna go? I can't believe I even knew to walk home. I mean, I was 5 years old. It was first grade. I just started walking home. I'm kind of like that now. If I'm bored, I just walk home. I'm like, I'm not gonna do this anymore. I'm out of here. Jet. So, one of my favorite Steven Spielberg movies is Jaws. And I actually have a story about Jaws. So this was when I was about 8. And I've always been a fanciful child. Even now, I'm a fanciful child. I let my imagination get the best of me. And I remember I saw Jaws in Fernandina with my aunt and uncle. And I went over to their house afterwards, and they had a pool, and I would always swim in their pool. And it was night. It was like 8 or 9 o'clock. It was night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I was by myself in the deep end of the pool, and I kept like looking at the water, and I somehow convinced myself that Jaws was going to come out of the drain and get me. And I became absolutely terrified. And I just, I kept trying to tell myself that's not going to happen. It's a swimming pool. That's not going to happen. But, I would see a shadow, and I would think it's Jaws. And I was just terrified, and I had to get out of the pool. And I don't think I went in the pool for like a year or two after that. I was terrified.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Lily, have you watched Jaws?
No, she has not seen Jaws yet.
It's scary.
But she has seen other shark movies.
Okay, what shark movies?
The Meg.
That was a good one.
Oh.
And then I think there's another.
But I haven't seen Shark TV shows.
47 or something?
It's the one where Samuel L. Jackson's like, if you guys want to live, come with me, and the shark kills them.
Deep Blue Sea.
Deep Blue
We decided
something
Deep
like
Blue
that.
Sea.
you didn't need to see
Deep
that
Blue
one.
Sea.
Yeah, there you go. That was the first one. They made 3 more. I was surprised. I didn't realize they made 3 more.
I didn't know they did either.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
I imagine they probably weren't very good.
Released right to video. Yeah.
Probably not.
Oh no, they're pretty good. I watched them. They're better than Sharknado.
Well, that's not a.
Maybe, but Sharknado was the best dad-blamed excuse of a B movie that you could ever have.
Oh yeah, it's a great B movie. It's made as a B movie. It's a B movie.
Yep.
And
I love
they
B
know.
movies.
And think of all
They're
those celebrities that showed up in all the other ones later.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, it became ridiculous.
It was so stupid. It's good.
Yes.
Mhm.
You need to
It's
stop.
funny. Like I think one of the Backstreet Boys or NSYNC.
Yeah.
So NSYNC.
Said he could have
One of them I remember was playing like a party on the beach. He was like the MC, and the shark came and chopped him on the stage.
That's great. That's fantastic.
Mhm. I love it. And you know what? I just thought about it. They haven't done one in a while, have they?
They stopped it. They ended
stopped
it.
They probably
they
had
officially
to. I
ended
mean,
it.
you know, it doesn't need
Finally
to be
ran out
like,
because I think there was one. I think the last. I don't know if it was the last one. They time traveled. It's like
yeah,
okay,
that's too much.
that's okay.
And the 90210 guy went and did a different movie anyways, or a different TV series anyways, where he played himself.
Yeah.
And Brandon kills him in the show and killed him off for good as a person. So who knows if he's
So
supposed
he's
to act
done.
ever
He
again.
can't do it anymore. I
Yeah.
liked that Beverly Hills 90210 show they had recently where they
I
played
did
themselves. It was really
too.
funny. It was funny.
I did too. Yeah.
I was upset.
BH 90210. Yeah.
Yeah, because they played like ridiculous versions of themselves.
hear
Like, you hope
Yes.
that that's not really the way they are. It was just
Yes.
ridiculous.
Beverly Hills 90210, Cleveland Browns 3.
What's that? What's that? Oddball?
I said Beverly Hills 90210, Cleveland Browns 3.
Yeah. But I liked it. I was
Going
sad
back
when
and
they
forth.
canceled it. But they made fun of
They would
themselves.
see us.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh no, she's asking questions. I'm just answering.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
She's asking why it's flashing between different people, and I'm explaining that's because you guys are talking. She goes, "Why doesn't it show us?" I'm like, "Well, it doesn't need to show us talking."
Yeah. I never thought about that. I'm talking now and it's not flashing for me. Oh, it just flashed for me a little bit. So I guess if you talk long enough, it flashes.
Ah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm learning stuff about this every day.
Yeah, we learn new things all the time, which is a good thing.
It is a good thing. One day
I
I've
feel
never
like
seen Jaws all the way through.
I feel like life is supposed to be a continuous learning process. You're never going
Yeah.
to stop learning,
No. You
which is a
can't.
good thing. You shouldn't stop
Yeah.
learning.
If you think you know everything, you're wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
Knowledge is overrated. I think
Knowledge
I learned
is
that somewhere.
power.
What, Jayville?
I learned that knowledge is overrated.
Knowledge is overrated?
I learned that somewhere. Yes.
Oh, you learned that somewhere. You don't remember where, though? That's funny.
Yes.
I learned that somewhere. I don't know if it was a book or a TV or what.
Yeah.
I had an
Yeah.
old man tell me once upon a time when I was a kid, he looked at me and said, "Boy, the day you stop learning is when you're dead."
That's true.
Amen to that.
That's right.
Yeah. I learned about what was that weather phenomenon, Oddball? In
Derecho, the
Derecho.
derecho.
I did not know that existed. I did not know that was a thing.
I did actually. I'm kind of like I'm a kind of a weather geek myself. Let me put it this
Okay.
way: the night the Weather Channel started in 1982,
Yeah.
I never stopped being a fan.
I do like the Weather Channel. I'll watch it.
Yeah,
If
but it's
there's a
like it depends on the show they have at night because I don't mind World's Wildest Weather, Weird Earth. I do not like Highway Through Hell. I do not like Rescue 401. It's like, can you please get those two out of here?
That's too much. Well, we don't want violence porn. We don't need that.
Yeah, no. Well, no. What it is it's like how these towing companies have to deal with the harsh winter conditions in Canada when they have to tow these big rigs, and because they're saying these highways, stopping traffic is not an option, especially on these busy roads. But it's like they have a bigger challenge because of the fact they have to do it in winter conditions, blizzards, ice storms, snow, you name it, they have to do it.
Hey, they picked to live up there. We picked to live here in the heat. We have to do it in 100-degree heat with our air conditioner. I mean, well, okay, that's not bad.
Yeah. I mean, at least, we're not going to get stuck in the snow.
Yeah,
We
but then again, we haven't had snow since January 2018.
I know. Yeah, we had snow once in the last few years, and I was in the office, and I didn't even know what happened. Somebody told me later. I was like,
no, it doesn't go to us. We're fine. You can see us up there in the corner. Wave.
I see you.
I see you.
Everybody can see you. Yeah, hey. We're on the screen right now because we're talking, right?
Yeah.
If you want to put everybody on, there should be something where it says speaker view. Speaker view. Change that to grid view. You can see everybody.
Yeah.
There's a grid view.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you go back and forth, you can either see everybody little and then the speaking person big, or you can see everybody the same size.
Exactly.
I like everybody.
I prefer everybody because it's easy for me.
It helps me tell who's talking, and even then sometimes I'm like, who's talking? What's going on?
Huh? What?
I heard somebody.
She likes that now because she can see herself.
Okay, good.
And it highlights when we're talking.
Yeah, it is pretty neat. I like it.
People!
All right, so let's close out this topic. Are there any other Steven Spielberg movies or TV shows that y'all really love or you hate? We can talk about
Animaniacs and Tiny Toon Adventures.
Oh my God, I love those.
And by the way, Animaniacs.
Amazing stories.
10.
Yeah, that's right.
I cannot stand 10-10. I know it's a horrible thing to say.
That's horrible.
But,
and Hook. I mean, it was a great concept, but I love Robin Williams, and there's great actors in it, but he shouldn't have grown up. He was the boy that never grew up.
I need to go close the garage. I'll be right back.
Yeah, that's a good idea if it's going to rain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is 10-10 better than 2020?
What?
I only watched a little bit of
10-10 better than 2020?
It's the cartoon, the Dutch cartoon about the kid and the dog that solves mysteries.
Yeah.
I know, I was making a joke.
Oh.
10-10 better than 2020.
You sure know?
2020 is the worst thing ever. No. 2020 is worse than 10-10.
2020 is pretty bad so far. And we're only halfway through.
Don't remind me.
I know.
My favorite one, though, is Empire of the Sun.
I didn't remember that was Steven Spielberg.
I kind of liked that movie. Yeah.
Yeah, that had a little Christian Bale in it, right?
Yeah, and he did a fantastic the singing in there, and the acting. He grew up on that movie basically, the way that they shot it and everything.
Yeah, I bet that informed him as an actor.
Probably.
I haven't seen that movie since I was a kid. Wow.
Well, you don't need to share things.
I wish I had more time. I would love to go back and rewatch all these things.
Well, you do not come in the room and hit your sister, please. That's not nice.
Okay, anybody else? Any Steven Spielberg stuff you hate or love?
I love The Minority Report.
Amazing Stories.
Love that too. That was good. Amazing Stories. That's good. Yeah. We mentioned oh yeah, go ahead and Ladybug.
Minority Report. I really love that movie.
That was a good movie.
Twilight Zone, the movie.
That was based on a Philip K. Dick novel, and I love Philip K. Dick. He's awesome.
Yeah, Man in the High Castle, right? It was based on another book of his, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It goes to something you're not supposed to play with.
He is awesome. He has a lot of books. He had a great mind.
That's not the movie.
Problems. He had some stuff going on, but he had a great mind.
No, The Brush is Mine. Please.
He also wrote a book called Scanner Darkly, which was turned into a movie, which I like a lot. It had Keanu Reeves and Winona Ryder, a bunch of people. It was sort of animated. It's what they call rotoscope, where they draw over the actors, so it looks like the actors with their gestures and everything, but it's still animated. I think that might have been the first time they ever did that technique for a movie. That's a really good movie.
No. Ralph Bakshi was famous for doing that with his movies, and
he was?
Filmation did that with a lot of their cartoons.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yes. His Lord of the Rings movies. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he used that technique. Okay, cool. All right. So see, we learn stuff every day.
Yeah.